Hello, 7th and 8th graders. Today we are going to cover headings, lesson 3 in web development. I'm going to go to number 1 and I am going to look at the overview. So the heading is our vocabulary, is a title or summary for a document or or section of a document. And the new code is all going to be H1 or H2, H3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, if you've been up to date, you know what that means. So we are going to skip this because right now we are not going to have pair programming. You need to be at the same computer, and right now we can't do that. So I'm going to skip that for the sake of time in this. And I'm going to look at this, and it says the HTML code has some bugs that are making the code pink. So we're looking for what the problem with this code is. And it's really quite simple. On line 9 in your workspace, there is a 2, but there is no opening paragraph tag. So we're going to put less than, P, greater than, and if you can see, that solves all of the, removes all the pink and solves that problem. Okay, moving right ahead. So far, you've organized your content into paragraphs. Another way HTML allows you to organize your code is by using headings. A heading is a short piece of text that goes at the top of the section of content like a title. So do this. Find the headings in the web browser below and use your inspector tool to see the code that makes them. Change the code so that the drawing and 2 years match the headings on the rest of the page. So I'm going to use my inspector tool, which is over here. I'm going to click on it, and I can click on my hobbies. And you can see where that's at. That's H1. And then I'm going to click on soccer, and that is H2. So it wants us to go down to drawing, and we want that drawing to match up with baking. And baking is an H2. So if we go down to drawing, we can see that they have a paragraph tag in it. So we're going to simply backspace that P out of there and put H2, and backspace that P out of the closing tag and put H2, and you can see it changes sign. It wants us to do the same thing with years. So years up here is H4. So we're going to come down here and we're going to change that P to H4 and change that P to H4, and you can see that that makes their headings the same as the ones above it. Okay, we're done. Make sure you click finish when you complete these. Now this they want us to, headings can come in different sizes. In this page there are 6 different size headings, but they're all mixed up. Can you and your partner, figure out how to fix them? Use the inspector tool to figure out what makes the headings different sizes. Make sure you and your partner agree what the different heading tags should be. Change the tags so that the headings are in order from biggest to smallest and the text says the correct size as in the picture below. So I'm going to put my inspector tool on and I am going to look at the biggest, which is medium small, and that is H1. So we are going to make biggest H1. We're going to change that H3 to an H1. The next one, we are going to change that H6 to H2. And you can see the text is changing as we make our changes. H3. And that H1 we're going to make H4. H5 is right, and then go down to the last one, H6. We're finished. We're moving on. Okay, here is our last part of the exercise for today. We are supposed to match up what's going on over here to one of these. Which one matches? So it has H3, H1, H6. So it's going to be the biggest one is going to be in the center. So we can narrow it down to this one. Now the next biggest thing is going to be the eggs, H3. So it would be the second one. And we are going to submit and the correct answer. And that's going to be it for today. We will finish the rest next week or the next time we get together. Thank you so much. I will see you soon.